Hey y'all, this is Ginger from Making a Warhorse, and I just wanted to give you guys a couple of updates. First things first, I just kind of want to talk a little bit about Trace in this video. So he's a little off. Essentially, he's been out in the pasture playing around with friends, and he just keeps bruising his foot. It's nothing severe, nothing like end everything, stop and do nothing with your horse for weeks. But it is something I'm aware of, and I'm putting some front shoes on his feet to fix the problem. A big moment in my life happened. I have now become a full-fledged Armazari instructor, and that means I am teaching a beginner longsword course once a week and getting paid for it. Crazy, right? I'm also working on a couple of things with Trace. We're working on our canter transitions lately, or at least starting to. I'm having my trainer ride him about once every other week or once a week or however much she can ride him. Depends on her schedule. And we're really working on having a nice smooth transition and not having anxiety during canter. When I got him, he was starting to buck into the canter, and I just thought, you know what, maybe we should take it back to walk trot for a little while and really try and get a stronger walk and a stronger trot before we even attempt to canter. But for this lesson here, this day, we just ended up working on being consistent through the contact and straightness. He really likes to die out on me sometimes, so we're also working on that. He has a bit of a lazy streak, which is really funny because I feel like he's such an energetic horse. But if he doesn't want to do a thing, he doesn't want to do a thing. On Ernie, I'm really working on getting him going in the trot and not slow gating. So he's an American saddlebred, and he has this tendency to want to slow gait instead of trot. And it's not like a lameness issue, it's just kind of like a laziness issue. And also kind of working on respect with Ernie, because I don't ride him as much as I ride Trace. I don't interact with him as much as I interact with Trace. And that's something that needs to change for him and for myself. Because he's a great horse, he's got really smooth gaits, and he's not easy to ride, but he's easy to stay on, I guess. Coming up, I have a couple of videos that I want to put together. I have a Meet the Horses video, and I'm going to talk, myself and Megan are going to talk a little bit about each horse, how we got them, talk about what we're working on, their strengths, maybe even some confirmation. I'm not sure if that's something people are interested in, but it's not something I know a whole lot about. I know Trace is well put together. I know Ernie is fairly well put together as well. But as far as confirmation goes, I'm not sure what to look for all the time. That's just a weakness of my own education. The other thing I'm working on is a sort of book report of Xenophon's Art of Horsemanship. And the thing about this book is that there's a lot of like attitudes that are somewhat reflected in modern day riding. And then there are some things that just aren't as relevant anymore. So I kind of wanted to highlight those things, but I also wanted to highlight the things that we can take away from the book without being too formulaic, I suppose. And I do think that there's a lot that you can take from certain aspects of each of these like books that you're told to read, like Xenophon and Duarte and things like that. And I hope that I can make this like a new series for my channel. I really want to discuss all of these books in detail and talk about kind of what it means in the current landscape. Also, if you don't know what that little thing hanging on off of Trace's face, that little black string is, that's a rope halter. I took off his brow band on his bridle to basically have a reset on our lunging manners because it kind of got out of control for a little while. Sometimes you have to do stuff like that. Sometimes you have to have a reset on discipline and things that you're working on and whatnot. But anyways, I don't want to make this too long, so thanks for watching. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.